I've not had the trajectory of being in a CEO position. That was not ever my plan. I just have this driving passion to provide opportunities for other people, and you do that through education of all kinds, whether it's formal, informal. And working at community colleges really gives you that opportunity to be flexible, nimble, to hear from the business people, to say, I need this and I need it now.
Susan is a consummate leader. She really understands leadership, and she's done that through a lot of different ways. Her collaboration, her ability to bring groups of people together around tough issues to solve problems is really unsurpassed. Whether it's what kind of programs do we need to prioritize over the top of each other, or how can we ensure that adult education is everything that it could be here.
We have to evolve. Every day, we have to have our finger on the pulse of what's needed in the community and in the state. And when we hear from our healthcare partners or from a business partner that we're going to be using new technology or we're going to have to structure what we do differently, then we have to come back and we have to quickly make those changes so that we can continue to provide that skilled workforce.
The business climate is probably as strong as it's been in 20 years in Great Falls. And I certainly think that the Great Falls Colleges has had something to do with that.
When I came in 2012, the Great Falls Development Authority had been talking with a potential industry moving to this town, and we quickly became one of those partners in the conversation. And that's ADF International. They're a large steel fabrication company from Montreal. And the CEO looked at me when we were in a meeting and he said, and you will bring a team of people to Montreal for a week? You know, my first thought was, I wonder where I'm going to get the money for that. But I also knew that no was not an option. I don't do no well.
Susan came up with the resources and backed up what she said she could do. And that was one of the major reasons that ADF came to this community. And it just made me feel good to hear them say they've been to a lot of places and they said the Canadians could learn from Great Falls.
Great Falls College responded and made their welding program even more robust, and sure enough, here we go. We have our graduates going to ADF as workers, and they're making great wages and contributing to our economy.
We have active military here, we have veterans here, we have fresh out of high school here, we have people who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s. What you have to do, and what we enjoy doing, is you meet the students where they are.
I find that the new students will bring kind of an energy that you can feed off of that, you know, when you get a little bit older, that's not something you have so much of. On the other hand, I think that, you know, the older students kind of bring to the table some maturity and discipline.
Currently, we have 22 different health science programs. We just started our first RN nursing program, dental assisting, we have physical therapy assistant, we have respiratory therapy, surgical tech. That is very, very exciting to see that. We also have the only complete simulated hospital in the state.
Everything that happens here is centered around the students and teaching and what is going to move us forward. We know for a fact that we're training students for positions and careers that don't exist yet.
The college also has one of only two in all of North America, North American Science Laboratory Online. And this provides students who are interested in science all the way from elementary age to graduate age, anywhere you are where you can log onto the internet. You can work with us here and you can complete your science experiments. Dual credit is another initiative that we started where high school students are able to earn college credit before they ever leave high school.
It gives them a head start to college, so sometimes you can be a sophomore during your freshman year. So that pathway between our two programs is absolutely key, and Susan has been so supportive of that.
About 11% of our students are veterans. And going to our Veterans Center is always a very heartwarming thing for me because they're going through a lot as they're making this transition.
Part of my motivation to be going into nursing was spurred by some of my military experience. I have a running count in my head of things I need to make up for, and the best way that I can see doing that is to become a flight nurse. This college has provided me the opportunity of getting onto that course.
Every morning I wake up and I wonder, what difference can we make for a student today? It's all about our students. It really, really is. That's what gets me up in the morning. That's what keeps me going all day long and thinking about how can we do this better.